Instigator, you can see he's probing. Lonks is playing close, so instant headshots are very likely at this range. Glowing not even anticipating of it, and the double kill comes in nice and swift. This retake is looking like it's getting shut down at the gate. It's not a singular kill, not even much damage being done to...
Until then, we will watch these anti-eagles and refresh will come through. So the first initiation, flashbang forward as well, just to try and see whether the MAC-10 can get involved. Refresh instead is just cleaning up everything with an AK, not quite. The height of vision, I don't think he's been spotted out so far. He's just much more concerned about this long crunch to maybe come through. Deco good with the first, and as Sprout will be fading away, they do let out a quick flashbang. Molotov as well, ready. Zyphon will find Deco, so the trade is good, but can they discover Travis before Lollipop eliminates? And they're trying to re-navigate back to Long, but Lollipop won't let them get there. Bomb's been dropped as well, right next to Headshot. That's a 4-2. Sprout struggling to scale.
Good kill from Slacks, only on the right, but clearing the left and making sure that there's nobody in his close corners. Lollipop still hasn't been flushed out, and he could really just find another kill here. Great little crossfire set up between him and Flamey.
That is a scary bit of utility, but the T-side smoke is all he needs to retreat back, and in the meanwhile, Glowing has found Lonks, and gives him full...
Trying to set his teammates up for it, and actually not being able to find too much. Deco will fall through on the site.
Double D flash to go through. Travis isn't boxed in. They're boxed in with Travis, and Glowing is right there with him.
So that allows him to get distance in. He didn't have head armor, so that Glock does a whole lot of work, but Travis makes sure that rifle does not leave into enemy hands. No problem.
Being lined up for a quick B-pop, and this is going to be just a train to run forward. They will end up falling apart. Flamey, though, while blind, is only good for the one. And the repeat back out over is going to wait for Travis to make his way down. The only problem is they don't have any incendiaries or grenades to try and prevent the bomb from being planted. So instead, they'll do it the old-fashioned way with bullets and brain and brawn. And they've got plenty of each. Back down to a 2-2.
Oh, big mistake. Had utility to make this plant on the bomb site possible, and now Stairs has to put into the 1v2, doing damage, but Travis will find the trade in the end.
Comfortable moving inwards. Otherwise, you betcha he would have liked to go in, and flash or not, Travis gets a frag regardless. Lollipop will be the trade, and Travis gets aggressive from behind it, drops the ball, and guarantees a safety.
Well, it's not guaranteed just yet. If he crosses, Zyphon is holding him in position. Travis has to be sharp, and he is exactly that. Real good here for one win. Oh, God. Wow.
Oh, that's such an annoying angle as well that it's held by Travis, but actually as far as back through it.
That looked like instincts as well.
Yeah. Oh, nicely trained, man. Flamey's just there to cover him off, and with that, they've got full control of... Flamey's got to be careful, almost got with a flashbang in his hand, and now that he's spotted them out, the bomb's been dropped and he's repositioning, but Zyphon's there to cover him off. The problem is the trade, and Slacks isn't there to try and participate in it. Finally given an opportunity and a second to debut, but Deco instead tags him up through the wall the same way Slacks finds his first kill. That's how he gets tagged up enough for Lollipop's nade to take him down.
Yeah, had it.
So many more players over towards the B-bomb site, man. First kill comes through, Deco's gone, Glowing as well, refresh, that's one way to do it. Deep Molotov will be immediately smoked off, but another to follow through. It's also going to land inside that smoke. Refresh getting so much territory, will go ahead and find a triple entry to make his way in.
He knows that if he keeps these players pinned in position, he might even just kill them all. Wow. Refresh, a fourth, and Travis is still around this B-bomb site.
Unfortunately, our choice of worlds might be limited. Lonks instead makes it at least a wall bang, so he gets
I've never seen.
Man, Zoppon's going to end up holding the 5-7, isn't he?
No.
Doesn't even need to. That's just a free kill that he, free gun that he could actually end. Well, resistance about to be met right here, but Slacks is meeting it right back with a bullet. Deco still alive inside. Lonks, what a shot from him. Turns around for a second opportunity, but Travis wins that one outright. Molotov being set up for the back of truck, I do believe, and that was going to end up blocking out his own teammates from actually taking the fight. He wants to funnel them through to the other side. Flamey, good for the one, almost goes and finds a second. Refresh has to pull out the clutch.
15 seconds. As soon as he gets off this, very likely that Glowing just takes him out of the equation, and the headshot, it'll just be there to confirm it. An attempt to certain...
Oh, is iPhone? Thought Deco would be able to spot him out for a second there, but instead it's Glowing who's just keeping an eye out for it. Well, that's one way to do it.
So persistent. Slacks clearing out that post left. Deco will respond with his own AWP. But a 4-on-3, and they are slowing down. The Molotov and the smoke that was deployed earlier on has made things awkward. Refresh finding this kill through the smoke, and they get the double entry they need to. 10 seconds, there's no one around. A little bit of preparation. Spamming through a smoke when it is like that you have
difference to what Sprout reads into this round, but hey. At least his pistol's shown off. Deco, nice shot to start things off. Didn't even need that flashbang.
And they're just trying to punish immediately. A player close on long bathrooms. Yeah, Slacks will be able to make sure that one is dead, but they know that's not the player that initially found that presence. Good kill from Lollipop, just the immediate 5-7 headshot. But Deco is caught behind Molotov after Molotov and will funnel himself into Zyphon's crosshair. A flamey 1-on-3.
That should be fun at the very least, but you know what's not fun? Losing your AK like that, and Glowing will be trying to get it the hell out of there. See if he can save this one, but he is actually doubling. Oh, you hate this. He's doubling up behind Deco and hoping to be able to get a couple of kills or so. Refresh will end up taking him down. See that?
If they want that ult, they're going to have to pry it from Slacks' cold, dead hands. Oh my goodness. I'm surprised Stair could even see Travis round that corner, but going to make use of the one-ways, and the flash is perfect on B. Flamey, the sole anchor. The
A-OK back in jail, but Refresh takes that first peek forward. Deco seen and spotted, but good for last flashbang available on this bomb site itself. Deco's got another one actually, and before he can deploy it, Lunks is already inside. It's a quick shot through. Flashbang now deployed already. He's opening up a checking account right now, and he's checking out Lollipop. He's feeling pretty good about that one. Opens up the A-bomb site complete.
From CT. Travis is stuck. And
he's dead.
Yeah.
This time you can't save. Glowing and Deco have got to go for this one. We've seen this 2 versus 5-1. 4 times over now. Finally, we'll see an attempt made at it, but don't think that attempt's going to amount to too much. Sprout teeing up for the 8th, despite that big lead that one-way had initially. Just not able to do anything from
the
it.
nerfs were too much. They were a factor, I will admit, but Lonks will be the factor to instigate at least some action their way in.
Max is hoping to quickly shut them down. Nice shot to start things off. Not actually revealing that second player. Flashbang is what helps them with another peek. Long's good for a second. Could it be 3? No. Travis shuts him down, but only to be refragged by Refresh, who's still hiding in behind this Optimus. So iPhone comes through to replace him. Refresh even goes for the old loop-de-loop.
Well, I'll save that. Long's close. Flash is great. Glowing completely overwhelmed, and the trade is going to be lined up there from Deco.
So sharp.
Yeah, Deco.
Makes a lot more sense when you're covered by water. Or whatever smokes are made of. Lollipop quick trade out Zyphon. Can't do much more than actually hope to land the dink. And the second player is Refresh, who's substituted him, Travis. Nice shot from him, but Stair keeps things even. 2 versus 2. Slack still will have a hard time getting involved over here. So it all comes down to Stair and whether he can actually get into position in time. Slack's demise is met, but he does deliver at least one shot over. That could be a quick second from Stair. Will be able to connect and back to a one-on-one, but the problem is
in the later stages of this defuse, he's going to think he might even just have it, and this would be a free kill for Travis. If he peeks out wide enough, okay. Got a little nervous there. To a second round, M4 and util.
Look at how fast Refresh has been to get into this position. Flamey completely unexpecting, or rather unsuspecting. And it's an immediate 5v3 as Stair continues. Indeed. Flowing though as he starts to take the play forward. Refresh will substitute out Zyphon only to suffer the same fate. Rotate in through connector and this boost up. Actually, rather, not Stair. It's Long's hoping to rotate through connectors. He will find that duel. Deco to fall. 3 players kept alive there perfectly. Nexa from Big. I think it was Nexa. There was these players who just stayed on teams for so long. Nice shot from Slacks where we're like, these guys never do it to land, but all the new rookies can get it done.
Yeah. Seems like the new wave has been born in a different world. Well, that's a pretty unworldly shot. A few rounds where they got entries and they maybe sort of collapsed to sort of the late round setups, but trades are looking good. Travis, nice double kill to at least open up a point towards this B.
Fake tap out. They start to move in onto the bomb side. In the meanwhile, Long from the side comes in. He's going to be able to deny the bomb plot as well. Flame is just trying to die before the time ends.
So maybe you should just stick to one side. Eventually, it'll crack through.
All right, now Stair and Lunks are cracking through one man, and they will continue to do so. Obviously, this is just against the 5-7, so not too bothered about it. But Lunks having this kind of performance consistently over is definitely something.
So they have gotten one win in the half. Haha, low-hanging fruit. Nice kills to come out at the start of this round, though. Refresh taking a lot of damage. via a tag and then a bag from Flamey, but there's an advantage gained back. Keeping it at least a level between the two squads. Maybe a little flash play or just actually contacting right into short water. Lollipop wasn't expecting this whatsoever. One player will dart back, but actually just fake the jump. The kills are coming in nice and quick here for OneWin, but they're not really doing anything with it, is the curious part here for OneWin. Flash very late, but Sprout have vacated those positions and still held.
Hopping around the map, but fully flashed up is Zyphon. He will not be cleared out until it's a bit too late. Zyphon gets just the one, but that's the one he needed. Slacks is able to get himself into position, but Refresh has continually been trying to go back and be a second barrel's chance back into the game. Lonks hoping to play off of Slacks, and as he starts to move forward, Bridge has been cleared out, leaving Flamey all alone. Stair jump spotting overhead, just making some noise so that Lonks can start to creep through as well, but they've got the full crossfire going for themselves. 3 players, and it gets a little bit dodgy, but Stair's and with 2 players inside Monster Tunnels, this might be answering those very soon. Deco and Lollipop make quick work of them, and this is where Lonks could be discovered as well. Travis eliminates what could be one of the last points of contention. Stair, final hurdle to cross before this B-bomb set can be fully occupied, and Slacks is most likely forced to save, but Deco's there to cover off his teammate. Flamey.
I don't even think about the ragdolls that often.
Well, Flamey. Oh, Refresh tried to get cute around that smoke, but wrong plated.
Or you can simply sit back and wait, but timing is great here for Zyphon.
Oh!
Wow! Double kill really quick, and Slaxa will find another as well. Lollipop answering back with a double himself, and the rifles that they recover.
Like it. Bomb's been tapped, and the meanwhile Stair will not be mollied up, and Longs from the side comes in, seals the deal. Not the way that OneWin wants it to go.
But as the execute comes in for OneWin, they're not ready for this player on side of the site. Stair taking a long time for that first duel, gets dropped and traded, but Longs comes into action, and it's nice sharp taps, but eventually traded as well. Refresh just trying to tuck.
He's got all my HP to work with, but he doesn't need it either.
Oh, that's how all Jame teams operate, but Slacks very aggro peak actually, in fact, towards A mid. Slacks will be under pressure.
And suddenly Glowing's position becomes all the more important, and Slacks is holding them off, and Donut, good second shot, looked like it was going to line him up, but instead he has to go for the third. Around the corner he goes. Welcome to 2022, baby. Might be late into it, but finally, you're going to see that come into play. That's the first time I've ever seen
the AWP doesn't seem to actually reduce in ammo. The little ammo counter in the bottom right.
God, literally unwatchable. Up off a warning shot, but that's more of a warning to himself before he backs off. Travis, beautiful kill to be found. Longs not expecting the full wide swing, and Deco with the wall bang discovers Slacks over back in Donut. Said as well, actually. The question's more about whether you want to go into Zyphon or Longs, rather, or Stair at this point. Turns out both of them packing a punch.
He's already crossed. First kill's good. Echo's close and has to Zyphon guessing. Nice and easy.
Crowd have also been generally a little bit lighter as well. And Slacks has been much more heavily prioritizing peeking into it with an op than maybe I expected it, and he's been punished for it now. Trying to cover off Donut to Zyphon, not expecting Glowing to already be here despite the thunder footing forward. Glowing almost caught with the smoke in his hand.
My calling card.
Flashback forward for Refresh to try and play around, but Glowing ends up suffering the fate of the damned, even though Refresh himself was completely blinded. Deco. Oh, nice shot. Thought he was going to end up firing into his own teammate for a second there. Slacks almost given him an extra layer of protection that they really don't want to see him get. Travis. Oh, Longs with a quick peek out. Double spray down as well. Last player is going to be peeked into. Stairs there to cover it off. And what a saving grace.
Half. So either one can still take over.
Oh, peek forwards off one. Maybe he's even got this set up for 2, but instead Deco gets a wallbang to the crate, and there will be no longer any players in the A-bomb site. Longs to try and quickly rectify that, but he can't move this through the smoke. Doesn't feel comfortable about it, especially with the Molotov behind Longs. He's already inside them. Immediately goes back towards Donut as well, and a quick
wants to be close enough to this site to do something.
Oh, Deco's keeping an eye out for him, but not long enough. Longs, that second kill is massive. It sets up perfectly for Slacks, who just has to watch out, but the flashbang will keep him at bay. And Stair unable to get involved in time. About committing to the hard rotate backwards, and now Stair comes in from the side. It's a freebie, and it's still not Longs to be revealed, so Travis has to be focused in. Stair just does it all on his own. contest. Oh, Stair, careful. You've got utility in your hand. You're about to be peeked into by an AWP. Deco punishes it.
Actually trying to close the gap. Yeah, this is very dangerous. Nade will sail out, but not enough. No flash to help cover the progress. Siphon's one just goes a little too shallow, and Travis, they got that cave control as a result of the Deco AWP, and Deco will strike again. Really heating up in this T16 14s. We see overtimes. So this is not out of the ordinary that we're neck and neck in the early stages.
What we're saying is hearts get broken a lot there. What is that smoke? Travis finds Stair looking completely the other way. That smoke surely isn't a real thing. Refresh and then peeks out right at the perfect timing. Keeps things in a 3-on-3. Problem is going to be Xiphon, who is coming in on the flank, and they don't actually have a smoke to try and block off Donuts. So this is going to be such a more difficult peek, but Longs goes down first. And the flashbang from the T side actually ends up working against them because they self-blind. A great flash thrown up, but it's a missed opportunity for Deco. Xiphon's going to continue to strafe outwards and take the peek, and now it's all flaming. Bullets running out, but he'll still get the triple.
CT, there was nothing to cover the plant.
This should be
an awkward late round situation, but OneWin are looking to bridge the gap. Oh god, they're against USPs. They can't lose like this. No, the AK for Xiphon, it makes a world of a difference, and Flamey trying to keep a handle, keep a lid on this at the very least. They were just on USPs. You know, we see just how advantageous the positional game can.
3 players down mid from the CTs, and it is them to fall initially. Glowing, tagged up, but he is content to retreat, believe it or not. Oh, boost up is there, but the trade is better. CTs fall apart and immediately Sprout move to save. They've got just find every single appropriate reaction. Good flashbang in to try and take the peek. Slacks will connect. It's been a while since we've found him in the right position.
Yeah, not when you're losing continuously. Lost duel for Xiphon, but a quick trade there from Stair, who made sure not to wait
position
around.
Off. Now is also being spotted out by Stair, but Stair just loses that duel, and suddenly Slacks will be a little bit more obsessed with CT spawn, and as soon as he starts to take the peek backwards, realizes that Travis has got no reason to actually contest him right now, and Deco's found refresh. Travis now swings back out wide. He's got the frag, and Longs will be soon to follow. OneWin already.
Then 9-6, and looking likely. Deco finally finding an extra activation. Still making sure to show some mid-presence and refresh. That first fight is critical. If he can fall back and reset from here, that...
Down to mid. Oh, they set up the perfect crossfire. This could be it. This could be the difference maker. There goes the op as well. Right back to a 4-2. Proud of looked completely hopeless in the spot.
Flamey in a really tough position.
If he gets his duel, maybe that changes everything. But instead, Travis has all the pressure put onto those young shoulders of his, and it is not able to withstand. OneWin. We'll be content with 8, honestly.
They are not shy from close affairs. Good kill in from Stair. Deco did peek that angle a number of times over, but turned his attention over towards middle, and while Flamey will find A or the B bomb side as of yet.
Slacks, what a quick kill to find. A second one as well with the pistol. He's been able to get his hands dirty. If there was ever going to be a way back into the game, it really would have been predicated off of this round. And oh, Travis doesn't want to give it up too easily. He's got the kit as well as the smoke, but refresh coming in, prowling in the back lines. I don't even know how he's got it himself there. Travis tried it out swiftly as well. Sprout. Well, that's a way to start things off. Deco sticking true to his name. I know it's Deco, but come on, guys. It's just from blowing. He wishes he can get himself too, but Xiphon trades it out even so, making it more and more dangerous as time goes on, especially with Flamey. The spam through, refresh taking charge forward, a bomb dropped over to him. Stier has to get this refrag, but he's going to take some damage forward. And while the smoke goes down, that gives a bit more space to Deco to be able to come in from behind with the Mac 10. Xiphon surely going to have to be very careful about this angle, but Deco checks it. Xiphon's gone, not even a headshot needed. Stair needs to get this one done all on his own. 30 HP is all he's got. And as Flamey starts to scope in, it's just a straight shot to the feet. And AK recovered and around.
They found some decent impacts, but
oh no.
Okay, well this is not looking good. That's not good.
That's about as much money as you can hope to make, and now some more on top of it.
All he needs is one more, and that's a max.
Still, B-side focus yet again to start things off. Stair's got a beautiful first kill, but trades most of his life for it. He's shifting back over to try and fight Glowing. Zyphon has decapitated him. Perfect way to take it forward as well. And he's about to find out why you don't want to have one in that situation. Refresh, even with the Galil, just overruns and overwhelms. Flagged on the list of no fly zones, and as he starts to move in, that is just going to be him moving right past. There you go. With him, though, this could be an absolute disaster. There's 15 seconds on the clock and a crossfire being set up. Travis is going to go down to the spam, but Deco still alive on the bomb site. If he can move through and actually take a minute, and as soon as it is set up, that's where Deco's hoping to get the early duel, but the early duel goes the other way. It is a quick. There's 2 players, 3 players inside cave. This is such a messy round over the B bomb side. Zyphon, in the meanwhile, eliminates the mid player and puts a whole lot more pressure onto Travis and how he's going to be playing. Travis finds the first, gets it! Done twice over.
Don't know that they got spotted on numbers, though. Echo's AWP might not have been revealed, so one player on the flank might be anticipated, but Refresh isn't even looking for it right now. And so Travis, a 3rd kill, comes in, and Slacks and Longs, they need to be able to deliver multi-kills between the 2 of them, and they're still concerned about lurks. They've brought it back to 2-on-2. Smokes are down, so the AWP towards the bomb site being held, a tight angle by Longs, but the AWP will take up the mantle, and it's planted for them on this long position. No kit here for Flamey, so this round is done. It's the 2-on-4 for the young gun. And
Glowing. This is where you start to wonder how he's going to be taking the peek. They're not checking it. He pre-fires into the rifle as well, but they don't realize it because the lack of audio cues, or rather the muted audio cues of the A1 does still provide. Glowing's there with 3. Brilliant round from him already. Even with the bomb down, he could be going for even more. Searches for the ace, but instead ends up unwittingly giving Stair some space. And with
1v1s. All about whether Stair reads it or not. No, Deco just takes the challenge. That's a risk certainly being taken, but...
ready to try and fight in and around the chaos that could be spawning, and that's a good timing with the flashbang. You'd think so. Stair somehow found the full wallbang, and Lunks is already inside the bomb side. Deco thought he was safe, but the flashbang covers out his vision, covers out his movement. Lunks is covering out Flamey's eyes with blood.
With their bullets through the wood wall.
Oh, he is almost caught up, but if that's an... Oh, that's anything other than an op, he's dead. Slacks is just... Oh man, that's just the freest first duel you can't expect to get, but now it's taken away and you don't have another gun to save forward. I say that right as Deco's getting...
He didn't grab it.
Doesn't realize it either. Flamey, in the meanwhile, what a shot from him to be traded out immediately after. Now Deco's got the AWP to try and work off. Stair is gone as a result of it. Bombs rotated back immediately. Longs wants nothing to do with it. The A-bomb site is completely empty, but guess what? The path to it is not. Lollipop is going to be looking to cut off Longs, and he might be able to do so successfully. Lollipop catches him out. Heard the footsteps from a mile away.
You see just the urgency he has coming back into that area. But they...
1 in 10 you were left, and oh, Stair, their timing. He is able to find Glowing.
He's still lingering quite close to the action. Very tradable if they're able to space themselves correctly. But Deco gets his 1 and immediately spots away, getting himself tucked into Donut and behind the smoke that they themselves have thrown. Sprout have not been able to get the entry that they were hoping for, nor can they maintain the pacing. Stair's lurk will find success in finding this B-side player. So now access and the
Slacks, and he's got a full belt. As soon as the flashbang goes out, that's when Flamey takes a peek. The flash is too late. He's full blind, but it won't matter. Second flash from himself to try and set up for Lollipop to take the peek. What a beautiful set of utility being flung out.
Try and take a dry fight.
And you just need some dry headshots, that's for sure. Stair trying to start off with a quick double. That could be it. Sprout not ready to give up game point yet, but neither is Deco. He wants to continue fighting back out. Over. Repeaks back in, but a missed shot is going to be his death. Demise waiting around the corner, delivered by Slacks, and it's a bomb to be planted down as well. He's getting ready. He hears them all as well. Nearby, takes the peek out, but he gets absolutely nothing. Stair again on the spray transfer, attempted to try and make it a double, but right now he is so happy with the kill they've just found.
Oh, and another as well. The AWP for Deco finds nothing. It all comes to a grinding halt, and maybe a moment's silence here for one win as they start to realize they've dug themselves a rut. They wanted to go for a 16-14, but might end up on the receiving end of that scoreline. Lollipop had to be able to deliver, but kills have been found either side. Flamey wins his solo fight over on the B side. Smoke extinguishing the flames. He wants to try and keep the pressure applied, but Zyphon is there, holding with the AWP, but Flamey taps him out of the equation. Refresh. It's now all about
Wily about it, taps it out, and Refresh will be able to just take the quick peek. He knows Flame, he's not looking his way, and rough flashbang from Deco also being lined up. He's going to be looking to pop them through. Refresh just gets it done. Slack's also covering them off, and they should know there's a player close by as well. Deco has to come through with a big Deagle glowing good for the first. He even goes ahead and gets two right behind it. Deco's being set up, but Slacks to keep an eye out just in case. Travis, the only player left. Like both of those have got to be a requirement. A flashbang in the turn away, but Lunks is ready regardless. Surely this is it, Lunks, to put them to bed. 16-14. Sprout may make it close.